Welcome all. Three-man crew. We gonna nickname each other the bye week fellas because the Ravens and the Patriots were all on bye weeks this week. Last week we didn't need to deal about any drama, anything or whatnot. But man, it is episode number 5 of the All Sports Podcast. How are we feeling, guys? How are we feeling?
Man, I'm feeling great. I mean, none of our teams lost last week. It was absolutely relaxing. We get to rejuvenate ourselves and get ready for the second half of the season. We both got playoff pushes that we got to focus on. But, wow, week 10, that was the best madness that I've seen without the March in it.
Exactly. I mean, we're going to dive into a lot of topics that we've been talking off the air. We want to talk about MLB free agency that's been happening the past week, and I want to dive into that. We're going to talk about the Patriots' next upcoming schedule, the Ravens. We're going to dive into, don't worry, the Minnesota versus Bills game. I want to dive into that. We'll get into our NBA talk, and we just have a lot of things to talk about. But first, let's talk about the news that happened this morning. Teoscar Hernandez goes to the Seattle Mariners. I mean, wow, what a trade from going to one, American League team to another American League team. What are your thoughts on that, boys?
First off, I want to say this. Sorry to cut you off, my friend, but I guess the Geno Smith effect is affecting the Mariners as well. They want all the greatness in the world. No, in all reality, that's a great trade. I mean, they've really been aggressive over the last 2 seasons, and not only do they want to make a playoff spot, they want to go for the AL West, and that's respectable. There's good things coming alongside and along the ways as well. In Seattle, they're showing that, hey, we're here to stay. We're not here short term. We're here long term. What are your thoughts, Jake?
Yeah, I mean, what else do they need? They got Geno Smith. I mean, there's more help that they need. I mean, I think it was a good trade.
I like it. And here's the thing for us Red Sox fans, we don't have to deal with Teoscar Hernandez because, man, was he a great player to deal with, in the American League East. But now we don't have to deal with him anymore. It feels great. It seems like the Mariners are going to be doing great, more things. I've been hearing that they want more outfield depth, and man, getting Teoscar Hernandez, him and Rodriguez in the outfield is going to look great. But if they add maybe like a fourth one, maybe I don't know, Aaron Judge, or if they re-sign Mitch Haniger, that'll be nice to have a solidified outfield. So I feel like their outfield's great now with the addition of Teoscar Hernandez, but they're just missing maybe one or maybe 2 pieces out in the outfield, and they need a little bit more experience in the infield. I feel like.
I feel like they also need another starting pitcher. I feel like that's going to help them a lot. I think they're okay in the bullpen. The bullpen looked respectable last season. So maybe another reliever if possible, but I like the direction. It's a very promising direction. They gave Julio Rodriguez a monster extension, but it's basically a team friendly deal to keep him around for a very long time. Risky, but I think it will work out as long as he stays off the injury bug.
I couldn't agree more. It's just that, Seattle's just a young team just trying to look in because, I was really hoping that the Mariners could have upset the Houston Astros. Like, they were 3 games away to do it, but, that 19 or 18 inning affair, 16, I think it was, but they just couldn't do it in the end. But, getting Hernandez, great move for the Mariners right now. I give that trade maybe like an A-. I don't know who the Blue Jays got in return. It's probably some schmucks or whatever, but I say great trade by the Mariners. I didn't see this one coming, but hey, so far they get a grade A+ for the offseason so far.
Yeah, I'll give them a solid A. I mean, a lot of off season left, so they might not be done right now. If I'm Seattle, okay, our team is capable of being a playoff team. Now our next goal is to dethrone the Houston Astros. That should be everyone's goal who's contending in the playoffs right now, because that is clearly the team in the American League right now, even in baseball.
Right. I mean, I've been hearing right now the Astros, they're still looking for a first baseman. Yuri Gurriel is, a free agent. We don't know if he's going to sign back. Maybe getting like a Jose Abreu wouldn't be a bad idea. I think Josh Bell is a free agent. I think, for the Astros, if they want to get some great players in return, I think getting –
Dev, don't make me not like Jose Abreu, please.
But
I love Jose Abreu.
I mean, would you rather come on Houston or the Red Sox?
Red Sox. Give him put him on the other Sox.
Red Sox
Right.
will dethrone Houston once we get Aaron Judge.
I hope so. I mean, here's the thing. Now that we're on the Red Sox, I mean, Jose Abreu, a former Chicago White Sox, and I think he goes to maybe 1, 2, or possibly 3 teams. Because if you think about it out here, one, the Red Sox, we could use him for DH because we all know we don't need to use JD Martinez anymore. I love JD, great player, respectable player, but I think for Red Sox fans, it's time to move on from him. Last season didn't really go as well as we thought it would be. So I think grabbing a great bat and Jose Abreu, having him be the DH wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say too. I know before we went on, you mentioned the Marlins as well. That would be an interesting fit. I mean, yeah, that could work out because the White Sox have players that are Venezuelan, Cuban, Dominican. So he might want to go somewhere that has that kind of same resemblance as what he had with the White Sox. He also loves Chicago, so I wouldn't rule out the Chicago Cubs as a team that he could go to. The Cubs have a lot of salary room, but Ricketts is known as being cheap, just like our owner Reinsdorf. We had the 7th highest payroll last season, and we picked up and we signed Kendall Graveman and Joe Kelly. Graveman was good. Joe Kelly just couldn't stay off the IL.
Right. I mean, that was another point I wanted to bring up with Jose Abreu going across town to the Cubs. How would you feel if he went to the Chicago Cubs instead?
I would be happy for him. I don't hate the Cubs. I just don't like the Cubs fans. I'm cool with the Cubs. Their fans are obnoxious.
I've never been to Chicago. I've always wanted to go there.
Do it. You'll love it. I'll come with you. I'll
come
with you guys if you want to.
I'll hit you up for sure.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be this summer or whatever. But
yeah, I usually go around May or June every year. And it's a great environment. The weather's not too hot. The weather's not too cold. The pizza and the hot dogs are where it's at. The sports revenue, it's there. I mean, it's awesome. I got spoiled for years, and now that I've moved to Nevada 3 years ago, all of a sudden there's sports coming on over here. We got hockey. We got. I don't count the Raiders as a professional sports team, but the A's are going to be next with what I'm hearing, and then I'm hearing LeBron James wants to own a basketball team in Las Vegas, so we'll see about that. But it's really cool. I could see Jose Abreu. The Cubs would be my option. I could also see a sleeper team like the San Francisco Giants.
Ooh, the Giants.
Maybe Belt. The Belt era is over, and you go with Abreu for 2 seasons.
Why not? I mean, use an old enough bat like him, or you can use him at DH. I mean, it seems like the Giants will be big, buyers during this, off season. I've been hearing maybe a la Aaron Judge could come to the Giants. Everyone's been saying, he could go to San Francisco. If you add him and Jose Abreu, you add another couple pieces behind them. You got a certified playoff contender right there. I'll tell you that much.
No doubt about it.
Exactly. I mean, here's the thing. I think you'd rather have Jose Abreu not go to a team that keeps a lot in Houston. I mean, here's the thing. I think that they might as well resign back Gurriel. I think he's a little bit up the. I think is he the same age as Jose Abreu, or is he younger than him?
Abreu's 35. I could be wrong. He might be older. He might be older than 35.
But I think the Astros, they re-sign back. Yuri Gurriel. Yes, he missed the last couple of games because he injured himself. But I think that I just can't imagine Gurriel anywhere else. So if I'm Abreu, I'd pick another team that has the last name of the Sox and come here because JD Martinez, great player. He won a World Series with us his first year. And just to have him dive back in, and I could honestly, I see JD signing with the Mets. I think it would be a good idea for him to go out of town. He's at least for him. He said that he doesn't want to play for the Yankees, so that's a good sign. He doesn't want to play for a rivalry team. He wants to keep the nicely beard that he has. Because to be honest, he would kind of look like a homeless man if he had no beard or whatnot, like all baby face. It's just like. Thank God that he has smartness in him right now. So,
Yeah,
now JD Martinez is bye bye.
no doubt about it. So like July, for the first time in 6 years, I decided to shave, and someone told me I look like I'm between 20 and 40, and I didn't know how I felt about that. And that's just kind of like how I felt if I ever played for the Yankees. I
Well,
would just that would.
well, speaking of those Yankees, Xander Bogaerts
Damn.
might be.
Is he?
I've
Is he
been
going?
hearing I've been hearing the Yankees GM has been talking to Xander Bogaerts, and I'm not too happy about it.
Well, the Yankees' one of their priorities is getting a shortstop. So
Right.
they're going to be going after somebody this season. If it's Bogarts, if it's Turner, who else is that short? Correa.
Swanson.
I think Correa is going to go to the Yankees.
Yeah, I have a strong feeling that take Carlos Correa, let us resign Xander Bogaerts, and if you don't
Correa.
resign Aaron Judge, let him come here or let him come to the Giants. It seems like
Carlos
it's going to be a certified answer.
Carlos Correa is going to go where the money goes. It's going to wherever the most guaranteed money is, and it's going to give him the best chance for an opt-out. That's how the rest of his career is going to go, I feel like.
I agree. And speaking of the Yankees, they re-signed their first baseman, Anthony Rizzo, to a 2-year, and he has a 3rd-year option.
Good
and he
move.
said he loves playing for the Yankees. But I like the move. I mean, even though it's in our divisional rival, but I think it's a great move. I think Anthony Rizzo, he loves the short porch there out in Yankee Stadium. I think that's why he probably re-signed back. He's like, how easy is it to hit home runs compared to Yankee Stadium to Wrigley Field? I mean, I wouldn't have minded if he went back to the Chicago Cubs. But I think the Cubs are really missing him and Brian a lot.
Yes, the Cubs they did drop the ball on that, especially with almost all their young talent. All their talent contracts expiring at the same time. I don't know who did that, but I'm kind of surprised that no one really stayed. And now I think Wilson Contreras will end up staying with the Cubs. He should, but
do you think so? Because I've been hearing elsewhere.
That would be a huge mistake because they had a chance to trade him. And
I've been hearing St. Louis.
No. Can we all say this? I am tired of the Yankees trying to steal the Red Sox players.
We've been seeing this whole damn time. We deserve to get some Yankee players.
First things first, I like the move, Anthony Rizzo going back to the Yankees. You beat me to it. The shorter porch, Rizzo, that's 30, 35 home runs automatically.
Oh yeah.
And plus Rizzo will make your life a living hell with the at bats that he puts up. He'll put up 7-8 pitch at bats when he's down to 2 strikes. He's got that choke up his swing where his hand's basically at the knob of the bat, like the very back of the bat. That's how much he chokes up. But it's a good move. Wilson Contreras with the Cubs, that would actually be pretty funny if he went to the Cardinals.
Right? I mean, here's the thing: it's not a bad replacement for the Cardinals for to replace Yadier Molina because his season's done for, and same with Albert Pujols and Adam Wainwright. So might as well go after some talent.
Dev, that's going to be the Cardinals' next manager, Yadier Molina.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I think he's suitable for the role. Why not do it?
I heard Wainwright's coming back one more season.
Oh, is he? I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, he's back for 2023.
Okay. So yeah, I got
it.
Last of Yachty and Pujols.
All right, all right, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say if he still got it, he's got it. Sorry,
exactly.
Go ahead.
Now I was gonna say that JD Martinez picture you wanted to go over.
Oh yes. So I don't know if you guys recently saw, but on JD Martinez's Instagram, he showed up with some pictures of from the recent All-Star game, and his 4th picture kind of concerned me a little bit. But as I said before in this podcast, saying that I wouldn't care if the Red Sox lose out on JD Martinez because he's done so great things for us. But he was showing a picture smiling with Justin Verlander and Mickey, aka Miguel Cabrera. So that made me thinking that it seems like that Verlander and JD Martinez want to do a little bit of a reunion playing for the Detroit Tigers because everyone knows that it's going to be Miguel Cabrera's last hurrah. So might as well go back and do it with the boys that started things off with them. So I wouldn't mind JD and Verlander going to Detroit because you know what? Why not?
I could see JD Martinez going back. I don't see Verlander going back. I think Verlander wants to win, and Detroit does not equal winning. I'm sorry, it just doesn't.
You're not
Detroit
wrong.
Detroit Lions. I mean, well, you could say the Detroit Red Wings. They've had a winning history, but
Right. Minus that,
outside
it's
the
not really.
I
What?
mean, I'm sorry, not the Lions. The Tigers, they're still in the verge of a rebuild, and we're finding out if AJ Hinch was actually the guy that can help the Tigers out, or was it? I mean, was it a fraud? What happened with Houston? I mean, we don't really know.
We don't know.
So, I mean, I do think I could see JD Martinez coming back and maybe try to retool your team a little bit, pick up some veteran pieces for Detroit. I see Verlander coming back to Houston and defending that title. He just won his third Cy Young. That was announced probably close to an hour ago.
Yep,
He
I heard about
beat out
that.
he beat out my guy Dylan Ceases, aka Freddie Cesare. I mean, but yeah, I think that'd be cool. I'd be cool with that. I mean, Miguel Cabrera. I love Miguel Cabrera. He's awesome. He's fun to
Oh,
watch.
me too. Great player. You know, I wish he won a World Series. I think it was in like one. I think he was in one World Series if I was correct. But
He did win a World Series.
oh, he did. That's right.
The
Totally
the
forgot about
2003 Marlins over the Yankees.
that. Right. Yes, I totally forgot that he won a World Series. I'm thinking to myself, man, this guy's a Hall of Famer that doesn't have a World Series, and I forgot.
He did play a couple World Series games though. He was on the I believe he was on the 2006 Tigers, and I believe he was on the 2000. I could be wrong. It was either 2012 or 2013 when he was on the Tigers. They also went to the World Series.
Right. Because I remember those instances. Because but man, it would just be great, you know, for the Detroit just to go all out just for maybe his last season. I mean, maybe get some, you know, talented all-star bats. You know, I could be totally wrong about this theory. I really could be, because, you know, everyone's skeptical about, you know, Instagram saying, JD Martinez, are you going elsewhere? But I'd be happy.
Well, the Tigers have a nice offense, but they literally have no starting pitching, and they do have a good closer. Soto's a nice closer, but they literally have no starting pitching, so it's going to be tough.
I mean, all they have for starters is Erod, and that's it. And he was basically missing last season. And that's the only starting pitcher I know. Like, if you tell me name 5 starting pitchers, Erod. That's it. That's all I can name.
So to look up the roster, go to MLB 22 show and click on create a player. And that's what you'll get with the Detroit Tigers starting pitching.
Damn, that's how it's gonna be.
I got a little beef on the Detroit Tigers a little bit.
No, you do? Okay.
Now this is the question I wanted to ask for a long time to anybody, but this is why I want to get onto the podcast. Do you think Barry Bonds should be in the Hall of Fame?
Oh, 100%.
Yes.
I think he deserves it. I think Barry Bonds does deserve it to be in the Hall of Fame. You know, even though, yes, he did cheat, but still.
I think it could be a yes or no answer. There's two purposes to it. I think Barry Bonds was a Hall of Famer without steroids. He had 500 home runs and 500 stolen bases. I think maybe if it weren't for the steroids, he might have hit 600 home runs anyways. He definitely was thinner. But he also cheated. I mean, but at the same time, when people were taking PEDs, it wasn't illegal during that time. So I mean, how could you really punish someone for that when it wasn't illegal?
No,
I mean, nobody batted an eye for 3 seasons. I mean, there was Sosa, McGuire, and then you got Barry Bonds in the 2000s or in the early 2000s.
Exactly, and then everyone's going to get into question about, does Pete Rose deserve to be in the Hall of Fame? Yeah, I think he does. In all honesty, Pete Rose, he definitely deserves it. Yeah, he gambled against his own team, but still, like, you know, it's
Calvin Ridley. I mean,
right.
But there's this golden rule with baseball: a commissioner will never overturn another commissioner's decision.
Right. It's just like, man. This guy was the best catcher, like, you know, for the Reds, and I don't think there'll be ever a better catcher to play for the Reds besides Pete Rose himself. I actually met the guy, too, when I was little. You know, I didn't know who the heck he was until now. So I mean, you're a little kid. You're like, no, who's Pete Rose? Oh, okay. Cool.
I knew Pete Rose for the first time when he got tombstoned by Kane at WrestleMania. He broke his neck.
God.
That's how I remember Pete Rose. But he still does autograph signings out here in Las Vegas.
That's good.
Yeah. If it were up to me, he's one of the greatest all around baseball players of all time. He should be
Definitely
in the Hall of Fame. If they're promoting sports betting and gambling, which they have over the last 5 years.
Yeah,
there should be an exception. There should be an exception to it. I agree.
100%. I mean, you can't put it easy as that, but
Yeah,
that's my thought. I just think that Pete Rose, he just got done dirty. Like,
yeah,
people gamble here and there. Ask Calvin Ridley that.
Pete Rose was a catcher, though.
He was, right? If I'm correct, he was catcher. If I'm correct, but if I look up this, I remember he was catcher. Or was that Johnny Bench? No, Pete Rose was catcher.
I think
I think he was. If I'm correct, I may be wrong. Don't worry.
No, sorry to cut you off. Hopefully that didn't sound bad.
No,
like
it's
that.
fine.
But
Now you're having me double think this.
Maybe it's in my head. I thought he was like a second baseman or something like that, or
Pete Rose,
an outfielder. Wasn't he an outfielder?
No, I think Pete Rose was definitely a catcher. Last time I remembered, he was a catcher.
Okay.
I mean, I could be wrong. I'm looking up the stats right now as we speak, but I could be wrong. I don't know. But anyways, not the important case right now.
Yeah. I don't know. Just sorry to cut you off. Hopefully that wasn't rude or anything.
No, of course not.
But
hey, we're gonna have disputes and we're gonna get off track, but it's still fine. But hey,
heck yeah. That's what's
you're right. But going back on the Xander Bogaerts, it's just that I just hope that the Reds, like, their top priority better be of signing Xander Bogaerts. That should be at the top of their list. Like,
I wanted to read that question. Did you guys catch that? Who's better, Frank Thomas or Barry Bonds?
Yeah, I put that up there.
That?
No, I put that up there.
Oh,
as a question, just
Jack, Frank Thomas is the reason why I started watching baseball. He is, in my opinion, the greatest right-handed hitter of all time. That man, that 2-year span he put up in 94, 95, still hasn't been duplicated to this day. And the White Sox should have made the World Series in 1994, but no, there had to be a strike. There had to be a strike that happened, but that man was a straight slasher. You didn't want to face him. No matter where you located, he would beat you every time. But I would have to go with Barry Bonds. Barry Bonds, you didn't want to face Barry Bonds. That man, literally one time, Buck Showalter intentionally walked Barry Bonds with the bases loaded, 2 outs in a 2-run game. This is a true story. That is how intimidating Barry Bonds is.
Jeez. Oh, my God.
He's got records, like walk records, home run records, RBI records, run records that will never be broken in his lifetime. So I'd go with Barry Bonds.
Do y'all think Aaron Judge could break his record?
What's that?
Do y'all think Aaron Judge could break Barry Bonds' record as of home runs?
I think so.
If he stays with the Yankees.
If he stays with the Yankees or if he goes elsewhere, to be honest. Because, like we were saying last week, like, why would you want to go back to a team that basically booed you in the playoffs and you were the home run king? If I was Aaron Judge, I'm sorry, I wouldn't want to go back to the Yankees. If he was like a longtime Red Sox and people were booing him like that, I'd be like, I want to be on the team more.
Also, don't forget, guys, Aaron Judge has been healthy twice in 5 seasons, and that doesn't include the 60-game season in 2020. So health plays a factor into it as well.
Exactly. And you know what? I really hope he either goes to the Giants or goes to us because, to be honest, I don't see him signing back with the Yankees. I just can't imagine him going back to a team that does nothing in the playoffs. Like, sure, advances into the first round, maybe second round, but after that, it's just like nothing. Or they usually get bounced in the first round. Seriously. You were the best team in baseball in the American League East, and you couldn't do anything about that. 99 wins, but yet you couldn't do anything with it.
They lost to their daddy. They lost to the Astros.
I'm sorry. The Houston Astros will be the Yankees' daddy. I will proudly say that.
As Pedro Martinez said. Yep, Pedro Martinez.
Yep. Hey, the Yankees. I love that quote that he said on MLB Network. He goes, "Hey, Yankees, you remember when me and Ortiz used to be your daddy? How about the Astros? Are they your daddy now? Yeah, hell yeah. I call them their daddy right now. Are you kidding me? Damn. But I mean, what a way to end the season. Even though it wasn't the team I wanted to, beat the Yankees. But hey, it is what it is. But I really hope that on the top priority list for the Red Sox that they do re-sign Xander Bogaerts, because I just can't imagine him not being on this Red Sox team. I know that hopefully Chaim Bloom has been contacting Bogaerts daily, saying, "Hey, what you want for a contract? We'll offer this and a little bit better." And then come next week, you'll see Red Sox sign Xander Bogaerts.
Now, Des, what if
Yes.
Xander goes to the Yankees? What's your reaction?
If Xander Bogaerts goes to the Yankees, I will not step my foot inside of Fenway Park again. Because once that happens, Devers will be traded, and we're going to basically sell the damn team. I will be one upset Red Sox fan. I will not be smiling. You'll be like, who is this Dev the sports guy anymore? This seems like Dev the pissed off sports guy. Yeah, I get angry moments too.
You'll be Tyler except angry.
I mean,
exactly.
I mean, not to be off topic, but I mean, you're mad at the Patriots. I mean, you went to the Eagles, so I mean, you wouldn't,
They call me Dev the Eagles guy now, or Dev the Miles Sanders guy.
What the?
And I mean, here's the thing. I'll be really upset if he goes to like a rivalry team as the Yankees. I'll just be really saddened by it, because I would hope that the Red Sox made the best offer for him, and if they offered him like the best offer and he still said no, then I would understand that. But then I'd be a very upset Red Sox fan. I wouldn't mind if he goes to like a young team like the Cubs, maybe even the Cardinals. I think the Cardinals would be a good fit for him, to be honest.
I'm sorry, but I see Xander leaving since we have Trevor Story taking his spot. I mean,
Okay.
The legend.
No, don't, please, don't. I can't stand that man with a passion, please. No.
I mean, here's the thing. I'll be upset if Xander Bogaerts leaves, but if we pick up someone to back him up, like a Dansby Swanson, Carlos Correa, I know this might not happen, but Trey Turner, but a good enough shortstop to back him up, I wouldn't be upset.
Yeah, but if he goes to the Yankees, our rivalry, like, no.
No. I just can't imagine Xander Bogaerts going to a rivalry team after playing with the Red Sox for so many times. I mean, he's won like 2 World Series with us. He won his rookie year, and then he won back in 2018. But I just can't and shouldn't imagine why he would want to go to the New York Yankees. What have they done to prove that he wants to go to the Yankees? If they won maybe 4 World Series back to back, I'd understand that. But all Yankee fans can say 27 World Series. Congratulations, man. 27 rings. Well, what happened after 2010? 12 years later.
I got a question when people ask us about Tom Brady. Did they see to live for those 27 World Series?
I did. I'd see to live for that 20 years. For Tom Brady, I wasn't alive for 27 rings, I'll tell you. For half of those. Right. It's like, here's the thing. Some Yankee fans I get along with, and some it's just like, very toxic. I just can't stand most of them, because that's all they got to argue about is 27 rings. It's just like, stop living in the past and start living in the future. What do you guys got now? Like, come on.
27 rings and money. That is my worst fear as a White Sox fan. Is one of our superstar players go into like the Twins or the Tigers or something like that. Thankfully, nothing like it. I don't know what happens behind closed doors with the Yankees, Red Sox. I see that a lot. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? What is the fusion that causes that? Thank God that hasn't happened, because I can't imagine saying Eloy Jimenez is going to get traded to Minnesota, and then I got to see Eloy Jimenez hit 15 home runs off of us, 18 games out of the season, 19 games out of the season. I don't want to see that.
Right, it's just crazy just to think about that. Like, seeing another player play for a rivalry team. But here's the thing: I wouldn't be upset as much if Xander Bogaerts goes to the Yankees, but we get Aaron Judge. If we got Aaron Judge for like Xander Bogaerts, I'd be like, okay, That'll be a fair enough trade, sign, trade, whatever you want to call it.
Well,
But
it would
kill.
be a trade without the trade, basically.
Right. Exactly. Hey, Aaron Judge is like, hey, I don't want to sign with the Yankees no more. He signs with the Red Sox or, the Giants. Xander Bogaerts, he doesn't want to sign back with the Red Sox, so he goes to the Yankees. He'll be like, hey, that's a fair trade. It's basically like saying, hey, Aaron Judge, we'll put you to our best rivalry, and we'll give you our best player. But, I just can't imagine seeing headlines saying in the New York Daily Post, Xander Bogaerts signs a 8-year, $300 million deal with the Yankees. I just can't just see that happening. It must be like a worst nightmare for a Red Sox fan to see that happen.
Or you see in the headlines, Devers, Bogaerts going to New York together.
Oh, that would just kill me as a Red Sox fan. And if we get like absolute garbage in return, I'd be like, Chaim Bloom, you either need to get your hand out of Boston because I am not setting myself inside of it.
I mean, go
ahead,
Jack.
I was just gonna say they did that to us our whole life, so we're used to it as a Red Sox fan.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you guys this. I gotta ask a question. How do you feel about Major League Baseball? Our teams are gonna face every single opponent in 2023.
I love it. They should make that a thing now. Play every single team, so it's not like the NFL schedule where you're like, oh, let's play 4 hard teams and then go easy. And then we're going to go hard and then easy again. It's just like, play every team in the league. This is why I love MLB. You're playing all 30 teams out there. You're having the ball, and you're going to see how, other people play against each other, which is great. That's why I can't wait to see Mookie Betts back in Boston. I'm going to try to get some tickets to see them because I miss Mookie, and I'd love to see him play Fenway Park once again. They're going to honor him probably with some, like, video board screen or whatnot. It's just the difference between Xander Bogaerts and Mookie Betts being here is that the Red Sox couldn't pay Mookie Betts. He didn't want to be at Fenway Park. But Xander Bogaerts, he wants to be here. So that's why I can imagine reading a headline seeing Xander Bogaerts back with the Red Sox, unlike seeing Xander Bogaerts to the Cardinals or Xander Bogaerts to the New York Yankees. I just can't imagine that headline being read, like, in Twitter or whatever, like breaking news happening. I just can't see it.
Yeah, I could see Bogaerts maybe if they don't work out a deal with Turner. Maybe the Dodgers go with Bogaerts and have a Bogaerts and Betts reunion.
I wouldn't mind that.
Justin Turner declined his option with the Dodgers, so maybe if Bogaerts went, let's say you guys wanted to start from scratch, Devers goes to the Dodgers. I mean, that the Dodgers would be the most complete 140-win team sweep in baseball history.
Right. If both Devers and Bogaerts goes to the Dodgers, I would hope to get like their core parts. Like, I'd love to get Trey Turner and Justin Turner. Let's get the 2 Turners. I'd be like, sure, why not? Let's get a third baseman and a shortstop, a guy that we can use for speed and some guy that has power, almost like that. Not totally better than Devers, but I just can't imagine not seeing Bogaerts or Devers in a Red Sox.
Well, if they
I don't want to be thinking about that.
Well, if they get a Turner, make sure they get a Crocker too.
I wouldn't.
Man, wouldn't that be a page turner there?
Seeing Jacoby Ellsbury leave was the most. Oh my god! Like, that was my favorite player on the Red Sox.
Dude, Johnny Damon was my favorite player, and when he signed with them, I was just like, man, are you kidding me?
Hey, someone tell Harrison stop crying. Duke lost yesterday, okay?
Hey, listen. Hey, listen. At least our Red Sox isn't worse than the White Sox, okay?
What's that?
I said at least our Red Sox ain't bad like the White Sox, okay?
I'm sorry. Who finished with more wins last season? We might have been bad, but we got you by a little bit. Who won the season series?
Of course, you guys won because you guys didn't have Trevor Story on your team.
Oh yeah, that would have hurt us. That might have made us a 75-win team.
Here's the thing, Frankie. Like, what do you want the Red Sox to do in this offseason that you'd be satisfied with?
Getting Trevor Story, that bum out of Fenway.
Man, if he has a great season, I hope to say this on recorded. Be like, hey, Frank, you remember when you wanted a bum ass Story out of here?
Okay, if he does that, I will admit that I am wrong on
Okay.
podcast. But I really want Aaron Judge in a Red Sox uniform.
I do too. I hope it happens. You know, the person that we haven't been talking about a lot is Carlos Rendon. He's a free agent too. I just can't imagine him not being, on another team. I mean, I think that he could possibly be a Met. He could possibly be maybe I don't know. I wouldn't mind getting him.
The Chicago Cubs.
Yeah, the Cubs. Yeah, wouldn't be a bad idea.
Or we could get a better Braveview, get him off the White Sox and have him come to the better Sox, the Red Sox, and then get.
If we get a Abreu and we get Rondon, I wouldn't mind.
I mean, Abreu will be used to winning. Right now he's used to losing.
Wow.
Damn, Ricky came with the fire today for you.
Listen, you guys win one World Series in 2018. What happened after that? What happened? What happened?
Hey, listen,
Boston Red Sox. What happened? You guys finished behind the Baltimore Orioles. What happened?
Listen, we didn't have Big Papi anymore. That's our downfall. We need Big Papi.
Damn, that is true. Yeah. Man, do I miss him? Oh, he was a great player.
And the White Sox have always been mid.
You're being too nice to us. I mean, we were below mid in the 2010s.
Oh my god! You guys had players like Jermaine Dye. You had what was his name? Mark Burley. Jeez, you guys had some players.
Yeah, I mean, the White Sox were good in the 2000s. I mean, they were over 500 almost every single season, and then the Ozzie Guillen hiring was a lightning in a bottle, and that was the most out of nowhere World Series I still know of, at least. I mean, Nobody thought that was going to happen.
Where's Alexei Ramirez? Is he still playing?
No, he's been gone for a long time now. We haven't had Alexei Ramirez for 9 years, at least 8 or 9 years. It's been a long time.
I mean, I remember he was in the Mark Burley no hitter.
Oh, that was great. The perfect game. The dude throws
I just remember that sound in my head. Alexei, yes. I was like,
the Dwayne Wise catch is the one I'll never forget.
Yep.
Dwayne went up.
Oh my god.
He was a fill-in and made the grab, one of the better grabs I've ever seen, just because of the circumstances.
Yeah, and he bobbled that too. I think he was a late game replacement too in that game. If it wasn't for that, man, no hitter would not have happened.
All I'm gonna say is, if we don't get Aaron Judge, he should go to Houston.
Oh God.
Oh,
jeez.
Oh,
he should go to Houston.
I still think he's going to surprise a bunch of people, and he's going to the Angels. It's going to be the most out of nowhere thing.
Oh my god!
The Angels. Wow, that's a surprise.
Trout, Ohtani, and Judge.
These White Sox fans are delusional.
I've been delusional all my life, buddy. I beat you to it.
Here's the thing: we've been talking about him coming to the Red Sox. Imagine if he goes to the White Sox. How would you feel in that situation, Jordan? If he comes to your team.
First of all, I'd call Jerry Reinsdorf. I'd say, bro, where did the money come from? I'd be like, wow, this is the highest. Dev, I'll give you guys 3 guesses. You know who our highest paid player in White Sox history is? This is like how much we rely on our young farm system and such.
Oh,
he's on the team right now, and it's not Jose Abreu.
Not Tim Anderson.
No, it's not Tim Anderson. He will get an extension, though. He did opt back in for 2023.
Trying to think about who's on your team. Oh, it's not Moncada, is it?
It's not Moncada. He did get a nice extension, though. Which I'm not happy about, but it is what it is.
Oh God, I'm trying to think of your outfielder too. Catcher, is it? think it's not. Is it Kendricks?
It is not Liam Hendricks. We signed him to a 3-year, $54 million deal. It's Yasmani Grandal, 4
Oh
years,
my God!
$72
Oh my
million
God!
dollars. Where his best season was in 2020, and he can't get off knee surgery to save his life.
I'm so dumb. I was about to say Yasmani too, but I thought he was on the Dodgers. I didn't want to sound like an idiot on here.
No. If the White Sox picked up Aaron Judge, I would be stunned and I'd be like, why? But then I'd be like, hey, we're one of the favorites if that happened. But it looks like we're.
What does your outfield look like right now? Because you guys keep on changing outfielders.
No, I mean, it's a solid outfield. You got Robert at center. Pollock opted out. It looks like we're going to call in one of our prospects, Oscar Colas. He's one of the international signings, and then as of now, it's Jimenez at left. But I don't think that's going to be. I think Eloy's going to end up DHing for the White Sox.
I don't know. AJ Pollock wouldn't be a bad idea for the Red Sox to pick up if no one really picks up anyone good. I mean, you know, he could be a solid backup or whatever. But also hearing that the Red Sox are looking in Ryan Reynolds from the Pirates, I think that'll be a good option too.
Yeah, I think if the White Sox they really need to work on is get a second baseman and maybe another starting pitcher. I mean, the bullpen they got Garrett Crochet coming back next season. He just had Tommy John surgery. He's a flamethrower over there. It's not a bad team. The White Sox don't have a bad roster. They just got to get out of their own way, literally.
I mean,
that was a depressing season. That was depressing.
It's just like, facing your closer is just like trying to face off against Jonathan Papelbon or like Mariano Rivera. Like every time it's just like 1, 2, 3, sit him down.
Sure, no doubt about it.
I wish the Red Sox had that. I'll tell you that much. Is damn, we need a closer like him.
I'd like to see the White Sox go for a trade. What's that guy's name? The second baseman on the Marlins, because he doesn't seem happy over there. He's very entertaining. Jazz Chisholm. Yeah, I like him. Dude's a nice player.
Wouldn't be a bad idea, but I don't know. A lot of crazy things can happen in the MLB world. I'm surprised that once MLB free agent hit on Thursday, like none of the big names were signed. I was expecting Ken Rosen to be like, oh, Aaron Judge signs a deal with the Giants. Xander Bogaerts resigns back with the Red Sox. I'm just sitting here refreshing my Twitter like nothing.
Aaron Judge is the Red Sox.
Oh, the Pirates got that. What's his name? The Yi Yan Shi, whatever his name is. They got first baseman for the Rays. I mean,
Ji-Man Choi. Ji-Man Choi, yeah.
Thank you, Ji-Man Choi. I mean, that's their bid for 4th place in the NL Central.
Right. I mean, hey, if it's to get a first baseman, go right ahead or a DH. That's a good start.
Tampa Bay. Can I ask you guys? Can I ask you guys something? How does Tampa Bay do that every single season? The team that doesn't get talked about enough. I swear.
I mean, if you want to start saying that the team's looking like a dumpster fire, yeah, they're about to trade their whole team. It seems like to restart all new. Kevin Kiermaier ain't signing back. It seems like they're getting rid of all of their starting pitchers. I've been hearing that some teams have been wanting their pitchers. They've been wanting their infielders, their outfielders. So it's just like, well, it seems like we ain't getting last place no more. Seems like it'll be the Tampa Bay Rays out of all teams. I mean, if you're them, you got to keep Randy Arozarena and Frank and Bronco on their
no doubt about it.
Oh, I thought you were going to say no. They don't need to. I'll be like, okay, fine.
Oh, no. I'm sorry, Dev. No, I'm sorry, Dev. I said no doubt about it. Yeah,
I thought you were going to say no. Like, excuse me? You wouldn't want to keep one of your franchise third basemen and outfielders? I mean, that's basically all you got with the Tampa Bay Rays.
Sure, no doubt about it.
Exactly. I mean, what's that, Frankie?
Alrighty, are we gonna move on to basketball, or are we?
Sure, let's talk basketball because we talked a good 44 minutes on
the MLB. Yep. All I'm saying is Celtics are winning the NBA Finals, and we can wrap it up there, baby.
I think so. It looks like Jason Tatum's having an MVP season right now, dropping 30 almost every game. He's scoring like 45, 30 some game. Against the Thunder, I think he dropped like 29, 27 points. I mean, I don't know if you guys watched the Boston Celtics game, but Jason Tatum got one of the stupidest technical fouls you will ever see in NBA history. Did you guys see that play?
Yes, I posted on TikTok.
I didn't.
So you know how Jason Tatum usually plays is that he's very like how can I say this animated when he plays. So there was a foul call on Jason Tatum. He literally just clapped his hands like that in like anger, like when you get like that, you used to be like, damn, I missed that call.
By the way,
yeah.
By the way, I love that Boston Celtics pick, but there's only one issue though.
What's that?
That means they have to get by Milwaukee, which won't happen.
Oh my!
Yeah. The most complete team,
God.
the most complete team in basketball. You're not beating the most complete team in basketball.
Didn't they lose to the Hawks? Come on now.
I mean, here's the thing. I think
anybody lose to anybody in the regular season.
I mean, here's the thing. Hear me out if I'm wrong. If the Milwaukee Bucks had Chris Middleton healthy during the playoffs last season, we would have lost in 7 to the Bucks.
No doubt about it.
Oh,
that was a one-man team.
Yeah,
and they took you guys to 7 games. That is, and I'm not knocking the Celtics. I think they're the second best team in the Eastern Conference.
The Bucks
but Milwaukee, I am not a Bucks fan. But that team they're complete. They're complete all around. And Giannis he looks better every season. But man,
here's the thing. Hear me out. I'm not going to be like a true Bulls and say, yeah, we could definitely beat Milwaukee in 7. We would have lost. Chris Middleton would have been the guy to beat.
That dude's a random.
Boston would have been stuck in the Middleton with you.
God.
Stuck
Listen,
in the
we would have beat the Warriors if Jason Tatum was healthy.
No, we would have beaten the Warriors if freaking Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum didn't have 100 turnovers during those possessions.
No. You can't say Jaylen because Jaylen carried us in that finals. It was Tatum that was doing the downfall.
Tatum with 100 turnovers during that postseason.
That's a lot of turnovers. That's not smart. That's Marcus Smart. Well, that's not smart of Boston.
Who's your favorite basketball team, Bern? Who's your favorite basketball team?
Sadly, I'm ashamed to admit this, but I'm a Charlotte Hornets fan.
Well, where's Harrison at? Because you guys are both hitting the downfall.
Well, I know when my team is trash, and they're trash. Miles Bridges ruined that team. I'm not gonna sit here and say, hey, we're contenders. No, I'm not gonna sit here and say that. But definitely could have been a 7 or 8 seed in the East.
Gladly we are. We never have bad teams here in New England. We got the Bruins kicking butt. We got the Celtics kicking butt. We got the Patriots making it to the playoffs. Man, what can you ask for?
We're striving and we're surviving. I'll tell you that much. But the Hornets have 2 former Celtics players, Gordon Hayward and Terry Rozier.
I like Rozier. I honestly thought he was going to get traded though in the offseason. I thought they were going to kind of start building through the draft, but he's the nice fit. I just think the Hornets get too many guards on their team, and they need a little more size. They're not a bad team by any means, but they need a little more balance.
Right.
I just want to say is our Boston fans were happy when we got Gordon Hayward. That man was a bust, and he was terrible.
Oh my God. Here's the thing. I was also hearing during that transition that if we were to get Gordon Hayward, that Paul George was supposed to come to Boston too, but that didn't really happen. And I wouldn't mind Paul George. I think he would have probably won us a couple, maybe a few or 1 or 2 championships, because I think he would have carried the team just like Tatum was. But I think it would have been a good pick to bring Paul George down here to Boston. It would have been interesting because he's been one of my favorite players ever since to play on the Indiana Pacers. But it seems like ever since then he's been a nobody.
Yeah, I want to I agree with you on Gordon Hayward. I like the pickup because we're a low market team. I mean, we're not exactly the attraction out there. I mean, LaMelo Ball was a draft pick, but it's like any other basketball player. He's good if he can't stay healthy. And he can't stay healthy.
Let's be honest. Michael Jordan was a great basketball player.
Terrible
but, man,
owner.
he's
Yeah,
a-
I agree. I agree.
Terrible.
I told you guys when I first started this podcast with y'all, I said I am not going to be naive. I'm going to tell you like it is.
Right.
Maybe my White
That's
Sox
what you
will
like.
act. Maybe my White Sox I'll be a little naive, but everything else, I mean, I'll keep it. I'll keep it 100. I mean, my thing with the Charlotte Hornets is there's too many guards. Need a big man. That's really. I cross my fingers if they don't make the playoffs. Go get that guy from France. Is that who it is? Whoever the guy is, he'll be our next Gordon Hayward. The dude will be the next he'll be the next upcoming of God, and the dude will just like he'll be like Greg Oden on steroids.
Hopefully he'll show up too, unlike Greg Oden did. But geez.
Yeah, no
What a great
Oden here.
career it's been, and the Warriors, they've been losing a lot of games too lately. They lost to the trash-ass Orlando Magic not even a couple nights ago.
Yeah.
I mean, Curry can't do it all, man. Man's carrying.
No. And it seems like, what is it?
I want Draymond out of my team right now.
Really? Why's that?
Okay, let's hear it.
Let's hear why.
Oh no, I'm just not gonna give a reason. I just want him out of my team.
You want him out of your team?
All right,
No,
we'll take him.
I like Draymond Green. I think he is a huge piece for the Warriors. But I think ever since that incident that happened in practice,
Ooh.
Yeah.
he was doing. I mean, that whole team. I mean, contracts. Poole got an extension. Wiggins got an extension. Also, don't forget, you guys know this because you guys have 50 championships in your lifetime. To my two or three that I've experienced in my lifetime, every team's going to hit you with their best shot when it comes to becoming a defending champion, and that is a difficult process. I don't think the Warriors are going to struggle all season. I think they will turn it around. But right now, they might stick around 500. They might do what Boston did last season. They were around 500 most of the year, and then snap of a finger, they win 20 out of the last 25 games, and they're a solid 2 or 3 seed out of the West.
It's just that I just want someone out of the West to make it into the finals that's not named the Warriors. That's what I want to happen.
Well, if maybe
can we just say Danny Ainge helped us out by getting rid of KG and Paul Pierce? We would have never had Tatum.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, anything is possible.
Exactly.
You're a Hornets fan. Let the real people talk in here. Right?
Hey, let me think. How can I make a comeback? Oh yeah, that one time in 1993 when I didn't know the Hornets existed. They beat the Celtics in the playoffs. Yeah. What now?
They have 18 banners.
I wasn't even a process during that.
That's our banner. We're like the Indianapolis Colts, AFC Championship participants. Beat the Boston Celtics in the playoffs. That's our banner right now. I mean,
and I'll give you a congratulations. You won the playoffs with the little star on top.
Hey, just to make the first round of the playoffs or win a playoff series, that would be a victory for me. That would be a victory for me. And that that's asking for a lot. Apparently, we're back to the drawing board. Thanks, Miles Bridges.
I think you have a better chance of the Ravens winning the Super Bowl than the Hornets going all the way this year.
I hope so.
Oh my God. You let it.
I hope
Dev, you let things go through his head, bro. Let's relax. You let him
I'm trying to be reasonable here. At least one of his team could possibly go far.
His teams are done. Why do you think Harrison's not here? His teams are just done.
Yeah, Panthers.
I mean, if you think about it, the Ravens have an easy schedule going, down the list. If you think about it.
Yeah, they got really
Man, listen. Patriots, we can let Bill Belichick play quarterback and we're winning those games. That's all easy it is.
Here's the thing. If we're done on the topic about NBA, I have my spiel about the NFL that I want to talk about.
We are done. Yeah, let's talk a full about an hour NFL half hour, whatever we got, and
Yeah.
let's take it.
So
Let's
I
roll.
want to talk about the Patriots schedule, and I want to talk about the last 7 games that we have coming up.
7 games.
So we face off the Jets. That's a win. We face off against the Vikings.
And
Put on the cards. That's a win. We are 7-4 right now. Now we go to Buffalo to play the trash ass Buffalo Bills, and I fumble the ball at the 1 yard line. Josh Allen.
Oh my God, Josh Allen overrated.
That's a win. So we are 8-4 right now. Then we play the Cardinals. I know we're not good with mobile quarterbacks, but we win that one, 9-4. We play the Raiders,
Oh
They're
hell yeah, that's a win.
10-4. We play the Bengals next, 11-4. And then we play the Dolphins,
There we go. We got it.
and then we play the Bills to end the season. So I think that we end our season at around 11-6. We lose to both Miami and Buffalo at the end. That's my schedule prediction for the rest of the season for the Patriots. What do you guys think?
You guys are 5-4.
Yeah.
I agree with it.
So we have the Jets next, the Vikings, Bills, Cardinals, Raiders, Bengals. Then we got the Miami at home, and then the Bills on the road.
Okay, 5-4. I agree. I think you'll beat the Jets.
Yep.
Minnesota that is a Cinderella story by
I don't know
itself.
about that
I'll go Minnesota. So
These Raven
6-5.
fans, man.
The Bills 6-6. The Cardinals, they'll beat the Cardinals. They'll beat
Yep.
the Raiders.
8-6.
They'll beat the Bengals. Maybe I'm being
9-6.
biased. You should beat them. And who's the last 2 games?
Miami in Gillette, and then the Bills on the road.
I'll give you 10-7. I'll give you 10-7 to
okay. That's
10 and
very close
7
to 11-6.
to the Dolphins. Always give you guys issues. I think you could beat Buffalo. I think you can split with Buffalo.
And here's the reason why I think we can go 1-1 against the Bills is that the Bills will probably already wrapping up the playoffs. They'll probably be already in the playoffs by then, and they'll be playing Case Keenum as their quarterback. So they'll be playing like their scrubs during that.
That
game.
That might not necessarily be true.
What if they lose to the Browns? I mean,
hey, if they lose to the Browns, because Miami's on their bye week, we inch a little bit closer to the Buffalo Bills. We could possibly be in second place by the end of this weekend. No,
wait,
excuse me. We will be.
Does Deshaun play this week or no?
Who?
No, next
Deshaun
week.
Watson.
Oh, no,
Week
He
13.
plays week
the week
13.
after.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, I'd say 10-7. I think you guys will be right there for a 7 seed. I think either 6 or 7. It depends on what the wild card situation is, I guess.
I mean, I'm surprised as a last place team to be in the playoffs. Do we deserve it? Yes, because of our defense. Our defense has been helping us out. I hope that during the bye week. I hope that during the bye week that Mac Jones plays a little bit better offense than he has been the rest of the way. That's all I wish.
Sure. You guys have a defense. That's what's gonna get you guys a lot of those wins.
That's what's gonna carry
you. You guys do have a really good defense.
Play a picture. Great.
We do.
There
I mean,
we
we got the playoff pictures here.
Yep.
Yeah, playoff pictures.
I mean, I think the team to beat this year is the Kansas City Chiefs. I think no one's going to be stopping them. In all honesty,
the Chiefs look beatable too.
Actually, hold on, guys. I do want to discuss this real quick.
Sure.
The Eagles losing their undefeated streak against Tyler Heineke and their daddy, Tyler Heineke.
I felt like the Eagles. I heard the 17-0 talk. I don't think any of us had them going 17-0. I figured 15-2 because the division is really good. You guys have a good AFC East is really good too, but the NFC East, they got every team at 500 or better. Washington looks like a whole new team with Heineke, and they look like they're a lot closer together right now as a unit. Philadelphia, trouble brewing. I like Minnesota for that number 1 seed right now.
Oh, me too. But like, I mean, did you really think they were gonna lose? If you looked at their schedule, you were gonna say, they're undefeated. You really think they were gonna lose to the Commanders at home? It
I
was
felt
just
like it was a possibility. I felt like someone in their division could beat them. That nothing's tougher than a division game. When you have a division rival, it doesn't matter what the records are. It is always a bar burner.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. I think what also that killed the Eagles that game was the 3 turnovers in the fourth quarter. Like, you can't be doing that in order to win
and
games.
Washington played a perfect game. They dethroned them in time of possession too. It was double. It was more than double in time of possession.
And then the killer at the end, that roughing the passer, that Graham got called on, and it was a true roughing the passer call. Because I don't care what Eagles fans are saying. If they're saying, "Oh, that wasn't a roughing the passer call," yes, it was. Because Taylor Heineke, he was down. The whistle was blown. And I think Brandon Graham was trying to tackle Heineke, but I think he lost his balance, and by accident he went into Taylor Heineke and got called for roughing the passer. Once you hear the whistle blown, that's the end of the game. Because I think if it doesn't happen, I think the Eagles still win somehow. But
yeah, it's a certain possibility. Don't forget too, Dallas Goedert's going to be out for a little bit for the Eagles as well. That's going to be
he's out for the season.
He's out for the season.
Yes, he is. Yes, he's official. Yes.
Wow, that's a huge loss.
Damn.
Wow. Both the Eagle and the former Eagle are both out for the season in a matter of a couple days. Zach Ertz is out for the season too.
Yeah. That's just going to kill him.
If you told me who I thought Philadelphia's first loss would have been, I don't think I would have said Washington, but I thought it would have been either the Green Bay Packers or the Dallas Cowboys would have been the 2 teams to knock off the Eagles. I figured it'd be somebody in their division, though.
I would have thought it would have been Minnesota.
In the playoffs?
No. During the season, I thought you said.
Oh no, I meant I'm sorry. I meant during their undefeated season. I figured.
Okay, yeah.
Like the remainder of their schedule we talked about when they were 5-0 or 6-0.
Yeah.
I figured it would be somebody in their division, or I figured Green Bay would. I knew Green Bay was going to come around one of these times. I couldn't see him continue his losing streak, but again, it's been a weird season.
It has been. The Giants are good, and hey, how about them Seahawks, man? They could be good title. Not title contenders, but playoff.
First of all, Dev, I want to congratulate Tom Brady for defeating the GOAT. I mean, it took a lot of work to get to that point, and a lot of dedication. It's nice that Geno Smith was paying fortunate for the needy. I mean, he was thinking about Tom Brady's he's been through a lot. Let's give him an NFC South divisional title and we'll take him out in the playoffs.
Could be a possibility. But let's just have Tom Brady not play wide receiver. Let's just say that.
Julio. Yeah, that little slip and slide for the interception.
Man, now where does Odell Beckham go?
What's that?
Where does Odell Beckham go?
Oh, that's a good question. Because I've been hearing he's down to 2 teams right now, I think. It's between the Cowboys and the Giants.
Interesting.
Now,
Giants reunion?
I don't know. If I was Odell and I was choosing between the Giants and the Cowboys, even though he's already won a ring, I would go back to where things started off and play for the Giants.
I think that would be the I don't know if it's the right thing. I mean, you go where your opportunity is presented, but can you imagine Odell Beckham going to your division rival? I mean, that'd be a nice wide receiving core with CeeDee Lamb and Odell Beckham.
Yeah, Michael Gallup. That'd be a deadly.
And then you got Zeke and Tony. What's your name?
You got Dak.
Yeah, Dak.
Now, I do have a question though. Do you think Kyle Murray's playing too much Call of Duty right now?
Oh yeah.
Oh heck yeah.
Are you kidding me?
I think that's why they required that 4 hours of mandatory game film a week because of that.
So I really don't think he's injured. I think he's just playing the new Warzone that just came out.
You never know. You never
Turn
know
off
with these players. Like, that's why I think that the Pacers can come into Arizona and beat them, because I think that Kyler Murray is not going to be doing Kyler Murray things, and Matthew Judon, he's going to sack his ass probably 2.5 times. I'll tell you that much.
Now, so what are the standings if we beat the Jets? Where do we move?
So it's the Dolphins at 7-3. The Jets are at 6-3.
6-3.
And the Buffalo Bills are at 6-3, and we are at 5-4. So because we
Third.
beat the Jets, 6-3. And so now that if we when we do beat the Jets, come this Sunday, we will be 6-4, and the Jets will be 6-4. We swap places with the Jets because if the Bills win, they will be in second, and we'd be in third. So we'll go Dolphins, Bills, Patriots, Jets. The standings where they belong to, and we will be the 6th seed.
Now, if the Bills lose, then what?
So if the Bills lose because we haven't played them yet, we would be the second. We'd be in second place,
and the Bills would be behind us.
And then I think we would go Bills and then Jets in last place, if I'm correct, or it might be vice versa.
All I'll say, Dev, is you better get your ice cream ready to make some videos, because we're gonna be asking Johnny about that ice cream.
We're gonna be eating a lot of ice cream. I mean, hey, I hope we do. I think Matthew Judon's going to be sacking that trash ass quarterback Zach Wilson so many times that he's going to need a pacifier at the end of the game. Johnny ain't going to be eating no ice cream. Sorry, Johnny, if you're listening in. Love you as a creator, but I don't think that's happening. Bill Belichick has some plans for you, and I think we get Devontae Parker back from injury, and Damian Harris will be coming back, so we'll be having that two-headed monster at running back. Hopefully they begin my boy Kendrick Bourne some more reps there at wide receiver. Tyquan Thornton's going to have a great game. I hope.
I haven't heard about Parker, though. What's going on with Parker?
I think he's out for one game. I think he was just out for the bye week, so I think we should be fine. And he was out. Who did we play last? Against the Colts. So
yeah,
I think
my boy Parker back.
But here's the thing, Frankie. We need David Andrews back and better right now.
Oh, David Andrews. Yes, I agree with you. Oh, my God.
And we also need Christian Barrymore back, too, because he was big help that line. Right. Him, Godshaw, and Judon were the best three-headed dragons at defensive line for us.
All I know is when playoff time comes, I want Baltimore again.
Oh!
I am heating for Baltimore because all these fans were talking all this smack. What was it, week 3 when they beat us because of Nelson Aguilar fumble?
Yeah.
Oh, I need that sweet revenge.
Be careful what you wish for.
And then
if we beat you twice, you're never gonna live it down. I'm telling you that right now.
You ain't gonna beat us because I can't wait.
You know what? Because make sure when you give me my ice cream after we beat you guys again, put sprinkles on it, because sprinkles are for winners.
Listen, you ain't gonna be doing that because I'm telling you, when we play at home against we play the Bills. We're gonna be chanting, "We want Ravens," because we're getting that sweet revenge. We hooping is gonna be tearing up that Mac Jones jersey because he's about it. Mac and cheese, baby.
Oh my God, mac and cheese.
Well, here's the thing. The thing it would be if we would be playing the Ravens. I think the Ravens are. What seed are the Ravens on right? Are they?
You guys would be in Baltimore.
Yep, we'd be in Baltimore playing the Ravens.
That's light work. That's light work. Bring Lamar. He's a running back. Just send Judon right after him. He won't.
Hang on. Didn't the last time we faced you guys, didn't he have 5 total touchdowns or something like that?
You got lucky. You got You got Devin McCourty that couldn't intercept that right to Mark Andrews.
Oh no.
Then Judon was sick. I think he
Hey.
came down with
Oh
COVID.
no.
I think he
Oh,
came down with
God.
COVID. He
The
wasn't
tr-
feeling under the
the
weather.
tragedy. Oh
Th-
man, you
then-
hold on. I feel the tragedy. I'll make sure I
Hey,
feel sorry.
Grab the sports guy. You know this Dylan guy that says
Hold
Nelson
on.
Aguilar is the
Wait,
greatest
wait,
wide
wait.
receiver. He fumbled it, and you were this.
I know.
Listen,
I
you
know.
were this close of getting your throne destroyed. This
I
close.
know, man.
This
I
close.
know. I got.
Listen, all this. I get it. Out of all your teams, Baltimore is finally giving you W's. You're not used to W's. We're used to W's here in New England.
We took leads.
But listen, Mac Jones is gonna give Lamar that mac and cheese sauce. That mac and cheese.
I'll tell you what. When we take you guys out again in the playoffs, well, first of all, you have to get there first.
Yeah.
Before we get there, I mean,
listen,
I
we made
mean-
it last year. Where were you guys?
we were going home, but you know what? Hey, it rewards us. That's okay. We didn't make the playoffs for the first time in 4 seasons, 5 seasons. That's
I
okay.
can't
Wait.
wait.
That's okay.
Wait, what was your guys' record last season?
8-9.
8-9. Okay. No, I was just wondering.
Listen,
Uh-huh.
the Patriots would never go that record. Okay, that record.
Well-
we did with Cam Newton, but Cam
Yeah.
Newton is out of his prime. You got Lamar Jackson. You got Tyler Huntley is way better than Cam Newton, and you guys still couldn't perform, man. It's tough.
Yeah. Don't worry. It's not like we didn't have Tony
And
Jefferson in our secondary last
Listen,
season.
you know what's gonna be
With
fun?
Marcus Peters and Marlon Humphrey, and literally our entire D line was injured. But that's
You know
okay.
what's
It's
gonna
fine.
be funny? You know what's gonna be funny? When we beat that old Baltimore Ravens team in the playoffs, Lamar is gonna be going bye somewhere else.
Well,
And
before
it's gonna be a sweet revenge.
okay.
Sweet revenge, because
Okay.
you know what will be happening? On his resume, last game in Baltimore, he lost to New England.
He's not
Oh.
going anywhere. But keep thinking that. Keep playing your dynasty mode on Xbox or PS4 or whatever you're playing on, and
Listen.
make sure you tell yourself write your script down.
This
and,
is insane.
There's things you can write it out and manifest it. I mean, you could try that if you want
Listen,
to.
and
I
then
mean,
in the playoffs, they're all going to be saying, there's going to be headlines going across, you can't beat him, you join him, and he comes to New England. It starts a whole new dynasty with the greatest coach ever.
No.
John Harbaugh is not even good. He's not.
No. We got Mac Jones for a reason.
Mac Jones is just not it. We're gonna use him this season just so we can, beat Baltimore and then take their quarterback. And
Dev, I had a stash of edibles in my counter. Did Jack actually take them before we started the show? I want to make sure, because I'm like, it feels like his head is spinning and he's going one place to another.
Here's the thing, Jordan. Whatever it is, I don't want any of this.
It's okay. I'm gonna go to you, and then we'll drive together to Baltimore for their little funeral that they're about to have after we beat them. It's gonna be a nice funeral. We're gonna have a good funeral. Maybe a little corn.
Oh my God.
They're gonna be burning Lamar jerseys because he leaves, just like normal fan bases do. They get mad because their quarterback leaves. It's gonna be good.
Man,
It's gonna be good out in Baltimore.
I bet you
Hold on, our history. Did he just say our history of quarterbacks? What, Joe Flacco or Mark Bulger or Trent Dilfer? Which one are we? Oh man, I'm devastated.
Listen. It's been rough being a Baltimore fan all these years. You finally got one with Ray Lewis and all that, and then now.
Oh man, dude, I would die somehow if all three of us somehow can get We Hoopin' on this podcast. That would just be like,
I mean, you got the connection now. You have him followed. You can hit him up, because I would love to destroy him in this podcast. I would love to embarrass him on this podcast.
I would be sleeping. It depends how much you put. It depends how much you put up.
I can't wait to destroy all these Baltimore fans, man. I don't know which fan base is worse, Baltimore or New England. Because damn.
Man, I bet you Jordan's thinking to himself, man, we better beat the crap out of the Patriots this playoffs because I want to say so much.
Oh, he ain't, because I can't wait. Next off season, we'll be getting that Lamar Jackson Patriots
Nah,
jersey.
nah,
Woo!
we don't need Lamar. We're good with our white quarterback in Mac Jones.
If
No,
that's why
listen.
my stash is missing, I understand. I
Listen,
really do.
listen to me. Dev sports guy. Our option is Mac Jones. We can't do anything about it. Next season, we got cap space to go out and get our
We
boy
do?
Lamar Jackson.
So you're gonna put Lamar Jackson on another team where he has no wide
And
receivers
listen,
to throw the ball to?
listen, we can keep Mac Jones. We can keep Mac Jones. You know, Damian Harris is leaving. Put him as RB1. We can use him as a running back.
Oh wow, that's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah, put him as a running back. Something Baltimore claims.
Well, Mac Jones might be the second best wide receiver Lamar Jackson would throw the ball to if he went to New England. I mean, you'd have Devontae. You'd have Devontae. Yeah, Lamar Jackson. What an upgrade! Devontae Parker and Hunter Henry. That's an upgrade.
Hey, listen, at least Lamar Jackson will experience what W's look like, what banners look like, what Super Bowl looks like. John Harbaugh ain't doing that, buddy.
Wait, is Tom Brady still on the Patriots? I mean, that's the only way he'd experience those W's.
Hey,
no,
here's the thing.
Brady can't even catch balls anymore. He can't even run.
Here's the thing.
Right.
It could happen. Brady's a free agent. I would sign him a 1-year tenure.
Brady might even come back to New England, and then Lamar will be calling Brady daddy again. Who knows?
Right. I mean,
wait a minute. Lamar Jackson's undefeated against Tom Brady.
Listen.
You are high. It's okay.
Didn't my Cam Newton Patriots beat your Lamar Jackson? Come on.
I said Lamar Jackson's undefeated against Tom Brady.
Yeah, not Cam Newton. Not Cam Newton.
We don't have Cam Newton.
We did in 2020.
That is true.
And we beat Lamar Jackson. Yeah, Cam Newton. Damn.
Right.
Well, first down.
Honestly, this might be a hot take, but I would want Cam Newton to come back to New England.
You would want?
Maybe in the goal. Maybe in the goal line.
Ooh.
Listen. Cam Newton took the Panthers team to a Super Bowl by himself, okay? And what has Lamar's done? All right, instead of being a running back one, he should try to make it to the Super Bowl, okay? Thank you.
One majestic season doesn't make Cam Newton a better quarterback.
But listen, since you are a Lamar Jackson fan, I got to ask this question because it's been going around TikTok for ages. Prime Vic or prime Lamar Jackson? It's been going around. I got to ask the Lamar.
Prime who?
Prime Vic or prime Lamar?
I don't know how to answer that because Michael Vick, I think, is the better runner. I think Lamar Jackson's got the better arm. If you look back at his tapes, Michael Vick wasn't exactly the most accurate passer in the NFL. But I'll tell you this, if Michael Vick had the Baltimore Ravens defense right now, that would be dangerous. But they're both in their own way very special. It's hard to answer that question.
Honestly, my take on this is I think Justin Fields is a Michael Vick. He's going to be dangerous in the league.
He reminds me of well, if the Chicago Bears let him open up the playbook.
Finally.
That's what it takes. I've been begging that for 6 weeks. Let the man run your playbook around Justin Fields. The Bears are going to be nice. I've had people ask me, I've done other podcasts before. They're like, of all teams, why do you go so hard on the Chicago Bears? Because I know their potential. Literally, I know their potential.
And you know what? When I seen that, speaking of this, Bill Belichick wanted to pick this white boy, Mac Jones, and I wanted Justin Fields on my team. Never happened because of the Chicago Bears.
I was going to say Chicago Bears beat him to it.
I'm going to be real. I wanted Fields too because people were comparing him to like Drew Brees, like Russell Wilson. I was like, I kind of want a Drew Brees kind of like Russell Wilson figure in, Justin Fields. And, I can see the Russell Wilson, how he scrambles out of the pocket, how he's like kind of like a quick little Michael Vick, a la, Lamar Jackson kind of feature. So, I wouldn't have mind that on the Patriots, right here, right now. But I'm glad that we're sticking with the future in Mac Jones right now, because the future of Mac Jones, he has the palm of the Patriots in his hand right now. I know many people are saying, well, what about Bailey Zappi, though? But, yeah, he had 2 out of the 3 great starts for the New England Patriots. He gave us, a win. But I'm still sticking with my heart and go with Mac Jones.
You know what just irritates me is everybody's out here disrespecting our GOAT, Mac Jones. We don't have a wide receiver one just like Lamar does. Lamar's got Bateman, Mark Andrews. We can go on and on about this wide receiver
Bateman hasn't
core that
played a
they got.
game this season.
I don't want to hear it. See, this is the excuses. The excuses I've been talking about. This is typical Raven fan.
Hold on a second. The fact that you called Rashad Bateman a wide receiver, well, he's played 3 games in his career. He's like another he's a Rashad Bateman on steroids. And Mark Andrews has been struggling to say, wow, hold on. I mean, wow, man! Congratulations. Is it the Deshaun Jackson pickup? Is that what still triggers you?
Listen,
I mean,
Bateman's carried Lamar's career. All right, yeah. Bateman has carried Lamar's career, and it's just been like that. I'm sorry to say it, but let's be honest. Lamar in a Patriots uniform, he would already have 3 Super Bowls already, and it's facts.
True.
And it's facts.
Deb, we found our guy. I mean, somebody took my weed. Somebody took my weed.
Oh my God!
That's why I'm independently owned when it comes to working. I don't want the random drug tests. I don't want the. Here's your weekly drug test. Well, okay. I'm sorry.
Oh my God. We should definitely have a segment that's called "Not Where's My Topic, Where's My Weed."
Stay off the weed.
Stay off the weed.
God, I wish I could see Harrison's reaction to this.
Oh God,
See, this is my reason. All right, I had to pick on you because Harrison's not here, so I love it.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Aaron's my go-to. He gets mad about his Duke being mid. All right.
Duke is mid.
And you're my only option. I can't pick on Deb. Yeah, he's an Eagles fan, but I still can't pick on Deb. I mean, he's one of the homies.
Right.
But you and the Ravens, man, I can't stand the Raven fans. I can't.
It's okay, Ella. I might share my ice cream with you. I mean, I might when we take you guys out.
I'll be serving up in the playoffs. We'll be in it. I'll be eating it with my boy Johnny. We'll be eating it together.
We're gonna be eating the ice cream together. Gotta share the ice cream. I feel you. Well, when Notre Dame basketball sweeps Duke this season, I'll make sure that I eat my ice cream in front of Harrison. Can't sleep on the fighting Mike Brace.
Speaking of teams in the AFC East, let's discuss about the game of the century that happened not even 3 days ago. The greatest game ever on Sunday afternoon. Vikings versus Bills.
Is that the greatest? Is that the greatest catch you've ever seen?
Dude, I'm putting that over the Odell Beckham catch. That was just one-handed. You have a defender near you. It seems like the Buffalo Bills defender helped him out, because if you saw, he was actually the ball too and cradle it too. So he kind of helped the Vikings get to where they are right now.
The Minnesota Vikings remind me of March Madness, college basketball, but in regular season form. The way they've just been finding ways to win these football games, I'm like, when's it going to end? And I thought it was going to stop against Buffalo, and then the fumble at the half-yard line happens, and then Josh Allen throws an interception in overtime. I mean, I'm happy for Minnesota.
Josh Allen is so overrated.
Minnesota, if it weren't for the Detroit Lions, they would probably be one of the most laughable organizations in the NFL. But I'm pulling for Minnesota. I hope they come out of the NFC. That would be a great story. It would get the Kirk Cousins slander out of there too if he made the Super Bowl.
What's this song playing?
What's that?
Why is this song playing?
What song?
I don't know. I'm hearing stuff through my mic.
Oh.
Give me 1 second.
It's not my phone, because if I hit a certain button, Does this happen to you guys? Are you guys iPhone guys? Are you Android?
Yeah, I'm
or
an
computer?
iPhone.
No,
iPhone.
I'm the one Galaxy loser.
I'm so irritated that freaking YouTube plays on my phone out of nowhere. When I'm like in the middle of a workout, I'm like, I didn't purchase this music. I don't want you. I don't want you there. I just want to.
Oh
I just
my
want to.
God.
I just want to listen to my music and work out. I mean, that's
Right.
it.
It's just like, come on now, man. I mean, I want to go back to the Josh Allen fumble at the 1 yard line. How does that even happen? Like here's the thing. I wouldn't have minded a safety, but like a fumble at the 1 yard line, like, come on now, man.
I can't be
I
safe.
mean, he's better than Lamar Jackson. He had one fluke. All right, he had one fluke.
Yeah, Jordan, you.
Yeah.
Damn. It was big.
What happened?
How did you?
How did you lose your playoff to New England?
Oh
I
my
can't
God.
wait. That day, that video will go viral when I make it, and then I'm tagging all you guys in it. We hooping, you name it. We hooping to Dylan, to Jordan,
You better.
with a song added to it. Nah,
All right,
nah,
so Devin, I'll make a deal with you. I'll hide my stash next time before we go live. All right,
Please do.
I'll
Please
hide
do.
it. I'll hide it.
We don't know what this stands on right now.
What?
Oh, man.
You're in last place in your division, and you're focusing on the Ravens in
listen.
the playoffs.
Yes, because when we lost, everybody's talking about that. I need my revenge. And then after we beat you, we're gonna pass you like nothing. It's gonna be easy. Then we're gonna go face the Bills. I want the Bills. We're gonna beat the Bills. And then I want Kansas City. I need that revenge back.
So you think we're going to play the Ravens, play the Chiefs, and the Bills?
Yes, I have faith in my team, unlike this Eagles fan on the top left, okay? On the top left. He's a Miles Sanders fan. But anyways, yeah.
They were playing the Texans. They were going to lose eventually.
No, they're going to sweep this whole division. We're going to go on. Believe in Mac Jones.
Back. I wish I had the same hype as you do.
I'm going to pretend that I'm high, and I'm just gonna nod my head. I'm just gonna nod my head and agree. I'm like, right.
I mean,
right.
and when that happens, and when we do, all right, you're gonna be like Harrison. You probably won't come on the show next week. You're gonna be devastated. You're gonna be just like Harrison and his little dude. All right.
Oh man. But yeah, do you think that could be the game of the year, the Vikings versus Bills game? Do you think that could have been written down as the best game ever?
Yes.
It's the for now. I think there will be a game, maybe in the AFC Championship or the NFC Championship, that will top it. But the circumstances, absolutely. Josh Allen is talented. He's just got to get out of his own way. That's it.
He is, for sure.
Too many careless mistakes.
Exactly. Now, before we wrap this up, let's do our game pick, shall we?
Let's roll.
Let's do it, Frankie. What we got, man? Who we got first? Who's Thursday night?
Well, we are gonna do something new. We're gonna pull up the share screen so we can all look at it together. Just to see when I pick against the Ravens like I do every week, and it's gonna be wonderful. Alrighty, let's share this screen. It's gonna be beautiful.
What do you? Is he you as like Belichick and me as like the little kid or something like that? Did you make like a little Photoshop? Like I'm your dad. I'm like, Dad.
Let me look at this for a second.
All right, let's roll with it. I'm ready. Okay,
let's do it.
What are we doing? It's different. So you're Harrison's replacement. You're picking the Panthers. I get it. I understand.
Alrighty.
Here we go. Where's the screen?
All right, we're gonna pull it up here. Hold on.
As we got some technical difficulties.
I wish I had elevator. I wish I had elevator music. Oh wow wow.
Oh, there's us.
Hold on. I'm trying.
Double screen. Hi. Hold on. First of all, I want to say hi to my beautiful daughter. Hi, Special K. This is Daddy. Love you. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Oh, we're still going. Okay, we're making picks.
I'm on
All right, I'm on YouTube, guys. I did it.
Hey, look, Ma, I made it.
Okay, well, yeah. I hope it's
There
us
we
again.
go.
Dang it. I was really hoping it was us.
Right?
Listen, you're a Ravens fan. Don't, please. But anyways, our first game is Derrick Henry and company taking on the greatest quarterback to ever play the game, Aaron Rodgers. Enough said about that. Who we got? Dev the sports guy or Dev the Eagles guy, whatever you want to call yourself. Go on.
That's my new nickname, Dev the Eagles guy. Well, I'm going to go with the Green Bay Packers because they are playing at Lambeau. And, they just got a hot start off the mid-Dallas Cowboys team. So I'm going to go with Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. Jordan, who do you got?
I got the Packers. I think the Packers are going to all of a sudden win a couple games in a row to make things interesting. I'm not sold on the Titans. I'm not sold by any of this. I think they're just in a very bad division, and I think the Packers are going to eat up the Titans secondary. Give me the Packers by 7.
All right, Georgie, what do you got?
Oh, I gotta go with Packers.
All right.
A-Rod to Christian Watson.
All right, Frankie, best for last. What do you got?
And as of all, we're going to be saying all together, Green Bay, what happened? How did you lose to the GOAT, Derrick Henry? We're going with Titans. Baby.
Wow. Okay.
Wow, okay. Sounds good.
All right, we have the NFC South champions, the Atlanta Falcons, because we all know they're going to win, going in company against
the running back,
the shithole, the Chicago Bears.
Man, I'm going to go with the Falcons on this one.
I think this is going to be the highest scoring game of the week. I haven't even checked out the rest of the games yet. Give me Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears knocking off the Atlanta Falcons 35-34. It's going to be by a missed field goal.
Oh my God.
It's still, don't forget the logo and the name never leaves the Falcons. The Falcons will always Falcons. Yes, they've overachieved so far, but the reality is about to kick them right in the groin. Give me the Bears.
All right, Georgie, who do you got?
I got the Falcons.
All right. Frankie, last pick.
We're going to be saying, Falcons, what happened? How did you lose to Michael Vick Sr.? Because let's be honest, Justin Fields is daddy to Michael Vick.
All right.
Oh, my God. The running back one versus Carolina.
Excuse me. Go ahead, Dev.
No, I was about to say, wow.
That will be blurted out. Sorry, guys, who's ever watching, that will be blurted out.
All right. I'm going to go with the Ravens. I think Lamar Jackson's a great running back one, and I think he's going to carry his team to a Super Bowl victory.
That boy Dev. That's what I'm talking about.
I need to help me when I choke. Like, come on, bro. Like, I'm about to choke.
Well, my apologies for my burp. That just came out of nowhere. But I'll tell you what, the Panthers are going to be bloated with gas because of Baltimore's explosive offense. Give me the Ravens with a 28 I'll say Carolina covers. What is it? 13? 28 to 16. I'll say Carolina covers the spread.
All right, Georgie, who do you got?
Ravens. I have no trust in Baker at all.
Okay. Frankie.
He's about to be overcooked
by what happened? Harrison King is gonna beat you guys. And this is for We Hoopin', Dylan, and Jordan all at the same time. You guys are gonna be looking up to Daddy Baker.
Daddy Baker.
Is that why the Browns demoted him to Carolina?
Baker.
Don't worry. All right.
I mean, Baker, I'm the underdog. We're the favorite.
Oh my God. We're the
underdogs. We got next up. We got the Browns versus the Bills. I'm gonna call this the snowball game.
I love this. I'm gonna catch this game. Expect a total of 90 rushes between both teams. Not a lot of passing. A lot of slip and slide. Some tackles that might end up being forward progress because of the snow. I'm gonna say this game goes to overtime,
Ooh.
and it'll be a fumble on Chubb because of the ice. The ball will be frozen shut. Von Miller picks it up. Give me an 18-12 Buffalo Bills victory over the Browns in overtime. Both teams are gonna have.
18-12.
There will be no extra points in this game. No field goal attempts. It's gonna be one of those
Wow.
old school snowballs.
I'm gonna say like my boy Chev. What's his name? The big Browns fans. Chev, whatever his name is. I'm gonna say the Cleveland Browns will win because you got to give Chubb the rock.
There you
throw
go.
it.
I saw that, bro.
I see Chev. Whatever his name is. Chef Z. Chef Z. That's what I'm thinking about. So you got to give Chubb the rock. Don't throw it. I'm gonna go with the upset of the century. Cleveland Browns win. Georgie, who do you got, my man?
Oh, sorry, I was watching Speed. Browns.
Browns. All right, Frankie. What happened?
I'm actually gonna go with my Buffalo Bills. You know,
Wow.
I want Josh Allen to win a ring now, just to prove all the haters. We're not going. So, I want Buffalo to prove all the haters wrong because I swear to God, listen, if Lamar Jackson goes to the Super Bowl, I'm done watching the NFL. I will never watch a game again.
I'll tell you what, when the Ravens make the Super Bowl, I'll send you like a Dairy Queen, one of those Dairy Queen pamphlets or whatever. It has those coupon books, and I'll buy some ice cream with you, and I'll say, hey, this is what winning looks like, and I'll make sure I put sprinkles on top of the ice cream.
Hey, listen, this is a funny thing. I probably won't be around when the Ravens win again, so we'll all probably be off this earth, and we'll probably, because the Ravens ain't going to win again.
Here we go.
Well, when we go deliver our pizzas like Fry on Futurama, we're just going to trip over the time warp, and we'll be frozen for about 130 years.
So we got our fourth 1 o'clock game here. We got the Lions versus the Giants. I'm gonna go the Giants on this one.
It's at New York? Oh, okay, I see it. This is the most make no sense team in NFL. The Giants are 7-2, and I'm trying to scratch my head around it and figure things out. Yeah, I guess I'll go with the Giants by 1. I think they'll find a way to win. Give me the New York Football Giants. Let's go Giants.
Let's go Giants. Yeah.
We gotta get him on. Speaking of that, sneaky.
We do.
I like him.
Right? Oh, dude, I have his number. I'm gonna contact him soon.
Dude's a cool guy.
Georgia, who do you got?
Feed Saquon the Rock. Giants.
Hey. All right, Frankie, what happened?
Listen, this might be crazy, guys. This might be crazy. Hold on.
Oh, no.
Ready? Hold on, listen. Jared Goff throws 3 touchdowns for over 300 yards, defeating Nikki G's team, taking that dub, baby.
God. Dev, I apologize. I should have left my weed out. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
Sorry.
But it is I feel bad. I do.
All right.
I'll send you a gift basket, Dev.
Please do. We need it after this one. Now, we got the game of the century happening in Gillette Stadium. The New York crappy Jets against the New England Patriots. I'm going to say the Patriots win this one by a landslide 37-10.
I got one of the most unorthodox scores in NFL history coming up here.
I want to hear this.
Nick Folk, 6 field goals with the Patriots 18-17 win over the Jets.
Oh my God.
6 field goals.
6 field goals. Okay.
6 field goals.
All right. Georgie, who you got?
Matt Jr. is going to freaking sack the loving ass out of Zach Wilson. Give me the Pats.
All right, Frankie, you better not say what I think you're going to say.
Listen to me. I want all eyes on me.
Oh, my God, fine. Whatever.
Mac Jones is going to make Johnny not eat ice cream. You understand me? Mac Jones is going to make Johnny eat mac and cheese instead of ice cream because he's going to be shaving that little sauce up when we beat him 16.
Hold on. The only reason I'm looking in your eyes is to see if they're bloodshot from all the edibles that you took out of my stash.
Listen, it's gonna be 60-7, and Mac Jones is just gonna. All right,
Oh, yeah.
that's what's gonna happen.
All right, Frankie, scroll down. We need to see the rest of the
Yeah,
schedule.
we will. Let's see what we got, Dev. Let's see what we got.
God. This is the
No,
weed
no, you gotta
edition.
press C more.
All right, here we go.
Woo!
All right. So we got the Commanders going away against the Texans. No, excuse me. Sorry, I'm not going to call them that. The Redskins. The Washington Redskins
Ready skinnies.
are
Yes,
playing
sir.
the Texans. I'm taking the Redskins in this one. They better make the playoffs.
Dev, as a fellow Taylor Heineke fan since Monday Night Football, I'm a huge fan of his. I mean, the man is just a believer. I mean, I had to celebrate with a Heineke the other day.
Hey.
Terry McLaurin with that inspired speech for Coach Rivera. I love Chico. Chico's my boy. I hope the Commanders run the table. Give me Washington over Houston.
Yes, sir. Georgie, who do you got?
Redskins. Redskins.
All right, Frankie. Who you
Don't
got?
ever disrespect that team again, the Commanders, okay? It's the Commanders, not the Redskins. But Commanders are going to blow them out because Tyler Heineke is daddy, all right? And let's be honest, he is. It's going to be 40-7 Commanders.
All
Wow.
right.
You know who would be a nice fit for the Commanders? Lamar Jackson.
Ooh.
Oh, my God. Him in that red jersey, I will cop his jersey. As long as he's long and gone and sailing away from that Ravens overhyped. Oh, my God. I just want we hooping on this podcast because, man, I'll chew him up.
All right,
Man.
let's roll. Let's roll.
Next game, we got the Cooper Cup-less Rams facing off against the New Orleans Saints.
I want to correct you. I want to correct you, Dev. It's the Cooper Cup-less Rams versus the Jameis Winston-less Saints.
Right? I was trying to think of another name to call them besides that, but thank God you told me that. I'm going to go with the Saints. I'm going to roll with Andy Dalton. He's going to roll over the Rams defense.
Yeah, give me the Saints.
All right. Georgie, who you got?
Yeah, it's the Saints because obviously, no Cooper Cup at all. So
Yeah.
So yeah, you gotta go with Saints.
All right, Frankie, who you got?
You guys are delusional. That's what I got to
What?
say. You guys are delusional. You're going against the defending world heavyweight champion of the world. The greatest team, as in Sean McVay. You going against them, really? Man, give me the Sean McVay and company 40-7. It's gonna be a blowout without Cooper Cup.
Oh yeah.
I think
I am about to drift off to sleep.
I think the edibles are kind of carrying over here. I thought that's weed. I thought that secondhand smoke comes in. I'm getting tired. Oh, man.
All right. So we got our last 1 o'clock game on the schedule. We have the 8-1 Philadelphia Eagles up against the best head coach in football, Jeff Saturday, and the Colts.
The undefeated Jeff Saturday. Oh, man. I thought the Colts were playing on Sundays, but they're inspiring to play on Saturdays. It's that college football magic.
Literally.
Man, I am a big Colts fan since that Sunday afternoon bravery win over that very Super Bowl favorites, the Josh McDaniels Raiders. Give me the Colts.
The Colts.
Come on, baby. Give me the upset.
I like the upset.
Let's go.
Give me the Colts, too. It's
Yeah.
You know it.
Saturday.
Georgie, All right.
Let's break Frankie's eardrum.
Yeah.
Frankie, what happened?
All right, now we're gonna be flying like an eagle because Jalen Hurts. He's going now. Here's a hot take. He is going to win MVP. He is going to take that. He's going to take the Eagles to the Super Bowl, and they're gonna, of course, lose to the great team, Buffalo Bills. But anyways, I got a landslide of 50-7. Jalen Hurts and company.
I'm gonna be that kind of music. I'm gonna be blasting Saturday.
Yeah.
Saturday.
Saturday, taking that L. Saturday needs to go back to ESPN. Saturday.
All right, we got our first late night, early afternoon game, 4:05. We got the Raiders going up against Let's Ride and Russell Wilson and the Broncos. I'm going to go with the Subway sandwich list, Russell Wilson and the Broncos.
God, I wish both teams can lose, but I guess it's not going to tie. Somebody's got to win, unfortunately. So I'm going to say the Broncos split the series against the Raiders. Give me the Broncos.
All right, Georgie, who you got?
Let's ride with the Broncos.
All right, Frankie, who you got?
Here we go with this. Let me shoot out to my boy Ice Trash. We're gonna be let's riding because let's be honest, the Raiders are mid.
They're just bad stuff.
Oh, I think you're being too nice about the Raiders. They're not mid. They're just garbage.
They're just
They're like let's just be honest. If we could see the Raiders, we could just call them the Ravens 2.0 if we look at it that way. Cause
right.
I mean,
Ravens
that's a.
2.0?
I mean,
Huh?
the Raiders have seen one playoff appearance since 2003 or something like that. Come on, I mean, I Dev, again, I'm sorry, I gave you too many edibles, bro. He did
man.
it. He did it.
Damn. All right, our next slate of games, we got the Bengals, the Jamar Chaselet's Bengals, going up against the second game of TJ Watt and the Steelers.
I'm waving the yellow towel. I'm waving the yellow towel. It kills me to say that, but you know what? The Bengals are going to be in trouble without Chase, and they have no offensive line, and Pittsburgh's defense is getting healthy again. I think that's going to be too much for the Bengals. Let's make it 0-4 against the AFC North. I'm going with the Steelers.
All right, I'm going to go with my main man who's on my fantasy league, T. Higgins. So I'm going to go with the Bengals on this one. Okay, Nation. Georgie, who you got?
Agreed with Jordan. Get that yellow towel ready, boy. And we're gonna go with the Steelers.
Frankie, who you got, my friend?
we gotta go with him, the ice hot Joe Burrow, baby.
Right.
The Steelers are bowing down, baby.
Bow down, baby. Bow down.
We know what game, boy. We know what game.
Oh, we on the Sunday night football? Oh, not yet.
No, not yet.
Oh, no, boy.
We got probably this game we talked about off the air is going to be real great. The Dallas Cowboys against the Minnesota Vikings. You know what? I'm going to go Skull Baby and go with the Vikings.
Yeah, I'm going Minnesota. I think they stay hot.
Georgie, who you got?
JJS.
You know it. Frankie, who you got?
I am going with the greatest analyst's team, Skip Bayless's team, the Red Hot, Dak Prescott, Dallas Cowboys. Give me Dallas, baby.
You know, I'm sorry to cut you off, Georgie, but I'm towards the casino right now, and the rodeo's coming up, and I smell a bunch of manure, and that comment was a bunch of manure.
Y'all just hating. Dallas is going to the Super Bowl this year, but anyway.
Sorry, Georgie.
Wait.
Didn't mean to cut you off, brother. Who are you picking, my friend?
I think he said the Vikings. He said Jay Jetta.
Okay.
All right,
Okay,
Ravens fan, come on, pay attention. Let's go. Come on.
All right,
You like-
so we got the Sunday Night Football, my favorite theme song of all time, waiting all day for Sunday night. We got Patty Mahomes and the Chiefs fading off again, and a mid-quarterback in Justin Herbert, who gave us a loss for the Patriots to get into the playoffs. So thank you, Justin Herbert. So give me Patrick Mahomes. He's going to throw 6 touchdowns. Give me the Chiefs.
Chiefs win in overtime by 6 points. Give me Kansas City over the Chargers. It's always a close game between both teams. So I expect it to be close again.
Drew, Georgie, who do you have in this one?
Okay. So, Even though that Juju took that massive hit, that guy should have been freaking ejected from the game. I'm still gonna go with Pat Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Like it.
Frankie, what do you got?
I'm gonna go with Bill Belichick's son, Patrick Mahomes.
All right. Here we go.
It's on to Kansas City.
It's on to Kansas City.
What we got? Listen, we have the Call of Duty native, the best in the world. Hail Mary, going against the only Christian McCaffrey.
Oh, this is an easy one. I'm going 49ers. Their defensive team is better than the Cardinals.
Oh, I am going with the UPSET. Give me. They are not in the States. They are in Mexico City. Kyle Murray's never lost overseas. I don't know if he's ever played overseas, but give me the Arizona Cardinals with DeAndre Hopkins with 2 touchdowns. And that backup tight end is going to come in, make his debut. He's going to make a statement. Give me Arizona by 3.
All right,
All
Jordan,
right.
now we can be friends, Jordan. Now we can be
Yay!
friends.
Yes!
You made the good list now.
Yes! Yes!
All right, Georgie, who do you got?
Cardinals.
All right, Frankie, to wrap it up. I think we know who you chose.
I gotta go with 49ers.
49ers.
I was gonna say that, but you know,
He doesn't want to agree with me. I understand.
I go with
Oh man. Well, guys, episode number 5 of All Sports Podcast is in the book. Appreciate you guys all for coming on. Special guest with Georgie. Thanks for coming on. And the 3 originals. We got Frankie, we got Jordan, we got the usual funky bunch coming at you all day, every night. We'll see you guys next Wednesday, 8 o'clock or maybe 8:15, depending on what time we decide to come on. But thank you guys for coming on. We'll talk to you next week.
Eat your ice cream.
Oh,
Okay,
shit.
bye guys.
Sprinkles. See ya.